Hey rich friends, in today's video I'm going to share with you 10 powerful mental habits of the rich. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The mindset is one of the core tools in building wealth and is one thing that often separates the rich from the poor. And in this video I've put together what I think are the 10 most powerful mental habits of the rich. If you are new here, I am a CFA Charter holder and former investment banker. I spent over 7 years advising millionaires and billionaires on how to make, keep and grow their money. And on this channel, I share strategies to help you build wealth. One of the first mental habits of millionaires and billionaires of the rich is they default to action. The biggest lie that we've been sold about motivation is that you need to feel motivated before you can take action on your goal. That is a big fat lie. Motivation comes after you have taken action on the thing that you wanted to do. Rich people know this. Whenever they set goals, they don't wait for motivation to kick in before they start working on it. They have a bias to action. Many of them immediately set their goals, immediately find what's the smallest action they can take towards that goal, and they get into it. So you need to have a bias to action, a default to action mindset. It's not enough to just watch a YouTube video and learn something or take notes from reading a book. You also have to challenge yourself to take one action at least from every video that you watch, every book that you read, any advice that you get. Take one action. Second mental habit is becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. Many things that you need to do to be successful in life will feel very uncomfortable to do them. Why? Because success typically requires you to go out of your comfort zone. And by definition, anything out of your comfort zone is going to feel uncomfortable to you. But if you are somebody who always tries to protect themselves, you always default to doing what's comfortable, what's easy, what's normal, what's widely acceptable, your chances of becoming rich are very slim. Because rich people practice being comfortable with uncomfortable things, and they typically challenge themselves. For example, one of my very successful friends who is a millionaire taught me the concept of the shit pie. She was like, Tayo, if you want to be rich, you have to be willing to eat the shit pie. Shit pie is the pie that nobody wants to eat. This is the work that nobody wants to do. The work that makes you cringe, Recording a YouTube video, so cringe. Asking for a raise, so cringe. Networking and speaking to strangers, oh my God, so cringe. If you want to be successful, you need to get comfortable with eating the shit pie. One way to implement this in your life is to challenge yourself to do one uncomfortable thing a week. This may be talking to a stranger. This may be recording a YouTube video. This may be asking for a raise at work. This may be being an absolute beginner in the gym. Third habit is they always know their why. Before you embark on any goal, any project, it's very important for you to find your why, because your why is what is going to keep you motivated when the going gets tough. It's important to have a strong belief for why you are doing things so that you don't follow the crowd. One thing that everybody agrees about rich people is that they don't follow the crowd. They make decisions based on fundamentals and first principles thinking. And once they've made their decision, they stick with it. This is because they have a very solid why for most of their decisions. Number 4, rich people create more than they consume. The only way to be rich or wealthy in this life is to solve problems, to be a problem solver, to be a creator of something, a product, a service. You need to give value to the world for the world to give you value back in terms of money. And that is what separates the rich from the poor. So if you look at your life and you see that you are always consuming, you are consuming food, consuming clothes, consuming movies, you are producing nothing, then that means that something needs to be changed if you are serious about building wealth. Number 5, rich people are always networking. According to Harvard Business Review, 65% of new business deals comes from referrals and existing connections. 65%, more than half of business deals come from referrals or existing connections. This is why rich people are always connecting. I learned about this skill when I read the book Never Eat Alone. I have it on my bookshelf by Keith Ferrazzi. Very helpful book. I recommend you to go and read that book. And there are very easy ways to implement this in your life. Get coffee with a new person every week. Follow up religiously with people that you meet. Be a connector. Introduce your friends to your friends. By paying it forward, they will be very happy to also introduce you to people that may be helpful for you in the future. Number 6, rich people take care of their environment. You've heard the saying, you are the sum total of the 5 people who are closest to you. It's very difficult to rise above your environment. If you're in an environment, if you're surrounded by people who are not looking to build wealth, they are always living hand to mouth, they are not trying to be successful, leave any impact in this world, you will struggle very, very hard to be an impactful person or to build wealth. Rich people care about their network, they care about their environment, both virtually and physically. I read a blog about this recently by Paul Graham, and I'll link it in the description below, where he was talking about the power of cities, and it was like different cities motivate you to do different things. He said Cambridge is all about knowledge, SF or VC is about power through startups, and New York is about money. And it's like if you live in these different cities, the cities will communicate different things to you and drive you to be different ways. Same thing as business schools. Different business schools has different vibes. I went to University of Chicago both, and we are known as the nerdy school, the school of statistics. Everybody's analytical, and all of us, it was very, very obvious in like our classes and even fun. Like most fun things were always surrounded around some analytical thing or the other. Your network, your environment is so important. Start from your physical environment, but also look at your virtual environment. Who are the top 5 influencers that you follow, and what are they influencing you to do? Number 7, rich people say no often. Yes, you can tie your quality of life to the amount of no's that you say. And remember that whenever you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. Saying no often opens you up to optionality. It frees up your time, your resources for a better opportunity. So if you are always saying yes to go and hang out with this friend instead of working on your side hustle, yes to every sale, yes to every deal, you'll find yourself limited in the amount of choices that you have. Number 8, rich people are always learning. They are very inquisitive. A good example of this is Elon Musk. Elon Musk is someone that is always learning, and he has started multiple businesses in areas that he was not trained in originally. Elon Musk got his BSc, his undergraduate degree, in physics and economics, but his first startup was a software company. He has launched SpaceX, he has launched Tesla, things that are not in his core area of what he studied for undergrad. Why? Because he keeps learning, he keeps redefining himself, he's always asking questions. He finds the best people in different industries and he asks them questions until he understands the first principles of that topic. If you say you want to build wealth, you want to be a millionaire, but you don't have a learning habit, then you are not thinking, you don't have the same mental habit as the rich. Number 9 habit of the rich people is what I call identity hacking. I'm going to make a deeper video about this sometime in the future. Subscribe to see that. But this is basically when you begin to think of yourself as you would be when you are successful. For example, many of us on this channel want to be financially free, and let's say we want to reach $1 million in net worth. But right now, maybe you even have negative net worth and you are not yet there. But if you begin to think about yourself as a millionaire and you begin to approach life, you approach your day-to-day habits, tasks with that mindset of being a millionaire, you will see how your life will change. An example is you find yourself, binge watching TV. You can ask yourself, will a millionaire do this? How will a millionaire react? How will a millionaire spend their mornings? What time would a millionaire wake up? And you'll be like, if I'm a millionaire, what time will I wake up? If I'm a millionaire, how would I spend my money? By thinking of yourself as your future self, you are able to make better decisions today. This concept, and I'll go into more detail about this in a future video, identity hacking, has been found to really help people with delayed gratification, because you are embodying, this future identity. And as you are embodying that identity, you are more likely to become it, because you are thinking that way, you are acting that way, you are making decisions, that suits that future personality. And that's one thing that millionaires always do. And you see this example even in artists. Like you see a struggling artist, and in their songs, they're talking about themselves as, I'm rich, I'm famous. It's almost like they're prophesying these things before it eventually happen. And eventually it will happen because they've been seeing themselves in that way before they even became that thing. The last mental habit, and this is actually one of the most powerful ones, is to bet on yourself. Rich people have a higher level of self-confidence. They believe that they can be rich. They believe that they can become millionaires. They believe that they have every single thing that they need to build wealth. And the truth is that wealth building is available to everyone, because it comes down to a few skills, but you need to believe in yourself to even take the first step towards building wealth. Many times in life, you will need to believe in yourself, clap for yourself, Validate yourself before other people believed in you. Like if you look at some of the incredible startups that we have now, when many of them started, many people did not believe in them. It's like the guy that invented a car. When it began, nobody thought, it's going to have customers. They were like, we like our horses. Nothing is going to beat, a horse. Or Netflix, for example. When Netflix began, Blockbuster and the other companies that existed before thought that it was going to fail. It's just a fad. The same way with AI now. Some people are thinking, no, that's rubbish. Nobody cares about AI. But who knows what's going to happen in the next decade? To be rich, to be very successful, you need to bet on yourself. You need to believe in yourself before other people believe in you. What of these mental habits did you find surprising or shocking? And more importantly, which of these mental habits are you going to start implementing in your life? I know you found this video helpful. Give this video a thumbs up, and I would like you to check out my video on money mistakes that I made in my 20s. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.